friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
People call.
You know what?
People call.
Oh, gotcha.
But no,
So like it felt like it felt generic. It felt by the book. They didn't feel anything that really stood out about it. There was nothing that happened that made me really feel like, oh my god, I'm excited about seeing Captain Marvel in future movies.
right.
Like, and even her as a personality type, I don't feel like I really know her personality or feel it after seeing this movie. Like, and I just stopped and I really thought about it. I was like, okay, it may not be fair to compare with all the other like heroes that we have right now, like at least the leading three with Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. But at the same time, I was like, let me look at their original movies and like think back and see if I at the end of those movies I know who they were. Iron Man, hands down, you know exactly who that is in that movie, and he's been that way since.
Right.
So boom, that's a personality that's distinct and stands out.
Right.
Thor took him a little longer, and then in Captain America, you knew exactly who he was from the beginning too. This is the guy that jumps on a grenade, the guy that gets into a fight even though he can't win.
Right.
You know exactly who he is, and then that just becomes, even stronger when you start seeing like Winter Soldier, and you see and you feel him, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I got this guy. Like I understand Cap. You know, I'm with him. So like those three characters are very well defined, and then in the later movies they become more defined. But in this one movie, for her personality, it didn't really feel like there was anything. And so maybe it'll get more defined in later movies, but even like
It should have been somewhat defined in her first movie.
In her first movie,
you should have got who she was,
right?
Outside of the snarky, condescending.
Yeah.
I'm just tough for no other reason at all. Like
tough for tough's sake.
Tough for tough's sake, and that's what I was saying. Mary Sue when I was digging that show, I was like Mary Sue. Fucking Mary Sue. And I was using you guys' thing with the lamp test. Oh, yeah. Could a lamp play that role and still get the same emotion out of it?
He was like, yes.
Yes, because that was the face she had.
Yeah.
Like she moved her eyebrow. Did she? Was that Botox? Because I didn't see it move.
Yeah, it's really strange. And like, because character is so important, especially for if you have a main character that you want to become the face of the MCU going forward, which is what they want for her. Okay. We can get to a whole other conversation whether or not she earned it or not, but she didn't. But whatever. But fine, this is what you want to do. She's got to stand out. She's got to stand out the way Tony Stark stands out.
And she doesn't. And I think they tried to give her that Tony Stark treatment where she would be snarky, but she comes off trying to act too
yes,
tough.
She feels like trying.
She's trying.
It doesn't feel natural. Like this is who you are.
It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel natural for the character. It doesn't make sense for the character. Mm-hmm. Like, where's this toughness coming from? You don't see it. Why would it come from anywhere?
Right.
Just from failing a bunch of times,
and
which was the thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I talked to Megan from the theater about that, right? And Caucasian female, geek, love this stuff. She was all for that scene. I said, yeah, but think about it this way. Wouldn't that scene have played better if you had understood that she was standing up because she failed so many times? Not because, they're keeping her down because she was a woman. Not one of those fucking scenes were about her being a woman. They're about her fucking up and failing. Because you take a little girl out of that and put a little boy in there, he's getting the same shit. He getting ripped just as bad. Maybe somebody pissed on him too. Right? He getting the same shit. But because you couched it that way and not the way she has failed, this is definable of who this character is. She fails a lot, but she always gets back up.
Yeah.
That puts her right in line with Batman, Spider-Man, Daredevil, all these characters who constantly keep getting their ass whooped and still keep getting back up to come back and fight another day.
And
that's
even,
defining for that character.
And even Cap, man, like, you know, like in the first movie,
scrawny kid in New York
gets back up. I can do this all day.
And get your ass beat all day? Yes, okay.
And then you get to Civil War, and it's just a new bully in the form of Tony Stark, and Tony Stark knocks him down.
Right.
And what does Cap do? Gets up. I could do this all day.
That's his character. Right.
Yes.
That's his character.
You're right.
That's
you were right. Like, and not to say that she should follow the same mantra as Cap, but but that's still something. Like Cap's whole thing was he'll fight even when he doesn't know if he can win.
Right.
It doesn't matter because he's fighting for something.
Right.
He's gonna stand for what he believes in.
Right.
So for her, it really can be that failure thing. It's just like if she's a screw up or she messes up, she went too fast and that's why she crashed. And it's just like shit. Like they told me not to, but I did it anyway.
Right.
What am I gonna do? Am I just gonna lie here or no? You know what? Get back up, and then if you see her, either like get back in and then figure out how to do it right. Like,
and that's the thing, you don't see the struggle. You see her falling, you see her get up, but you don't see the struggle in between there. How she got better. She got better just because she got up? No. She got better because she struggled a little bit. Because that's the whole hero's journey.
Yes.
The whole hero's journey is about failing, struggling, getting better, and then succeeding. That was Thor #1.
Right.
It was just humorous, dude.
Right.
I got this. Really?
And you feel that?
Give me this hammer, kid.
And then it's just like, it's still not a big deal because I'm Thor. I'm gonna go into the shield site and just take my hammer back. And that moment when he reaches for that hammer and it does not budge.
But
lost
his balls.
Exactly. All of a sudden, that's when it's just like, yeah, bro. No.
Yeah. Now you're down to earth.
Yeah.
Welcome to Midgard. You're in the mud. You're in the mud. Get out that mud and come on. Let's clean you up. I'm the son of I know, son of Odin. There you go. We got a shower for you. Here's a soft towel. Just.
And then immediately following that scene is when Loki comes by and says, "Yeah, Dad says you can never come home."
Right. I love you, brother, but I gotta go back.
Right.
I can. You can't.
So and then that creates a struggle for that character because now he's like, well, who am I if I'm not this thing I thought I was my whole life, but I lost my power. I can't even go home. Like now I got to figure out who I am in this moment and what I'm going to do next.
Right.
You feel that? That is a struggle. That is something to aim
That's
towards.
legit a struggle for him.
Yeah.
Tony Stark had that. Who he is. Oh, my weapons are killing people. Well, my weapons almost killed me. He has that struggle. This is me going back and trying to fix this stuff. No, well, you can't do it. This is the way things run. You can't do it that way. No, we got to do it that way. Well, now I'm probably going to kill you. About this money, huh?
Right? Or even the fact that, he has shrapnel in his chest, so, like, he needs to use this arc reactor to power his life.
He needs to use this technology to actually save himself, in a sense. And you can do something more with it. Why not?
Right.
Fix what you're messing up, because a lot of this other stuff is people are being killed, and this is your stuff.
Right.
There's your name on all of this.
Right. Exactly.
Know it or not, it's still yours. So he gets that struggle, right? Yeah. Even Peter, in the sense of his uncle dying and stuff like that, that gives him his struggle. What was hers? Yeah. This was her movie. This wasn't somebody's side movie where they had to tell some of that like Black Panther a little bit. This is your movie. Why don't I know who the fuck you are in your movie? Why do I not? I have a continuous 2-hour movie, and I feel nothing emotionally for you doing anything. Yeah. The biggest emotional scene for me came when she got with Maria Rambeau, and then they start talking. That was emotional. Yeah. I was like, okay, I feel this. This is what should have been part of this whole movie, because this is her friend. Yeah. This is where her life was.
Yeah, and even that, it's like, imagine, like, you don't know who you are, you've forgotten everything about yourself, and you get into this room, you sit down with this person, and this person's telling you, look, we were best friends, like, this like, we went through so much together, and you don't remember any of it, like, you're gonna feel a certain way. That's gonna hurt you, because it's just like, holy shit, like, this is what I wanted to know who I am, and I don't remember you, and like, you know exactly who I am, but I don't know nothing, and I don't even remember my relationship with you.
This is what I told Megan about that, because she was thinking about the other role where it was I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. I said that would have played better if they went to what was the core of that story and that character being fucking kidnapped for 6 years and brainwashed.
Right.
That's the core of that, because that's a violation.
That's exactly.
And if you played it as a violation when it's a female character, everybody in the theater would have been on board with you, like, oh yeah, fuck them.
Because they violated her memories.
They violated her memories, and took her and just used her.
And used her. Yeah, exactly.
So welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades.